What a finish to today's race at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Chase Elliott gets his third win of the season, and what a heartbreaking finish for Corey LaJoie and others. Let's get started with this race review. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of In the NASCAR, the Atlanta Quaker State 400 Race Review Edition. So today I'm going to recap what's happened in this race and, what are the key details of this race and what do I think about this race. Well, as I said in the intro, Chase Elliott gets his third win of the season, now has the most wins of the 2022 season with 3. And all I gotta say is race was good. The race was good, but the finish was just heartbreaking. Really heartbreaking. We've had a few heartbreaking finishes this season. And again, Denny Hamlin got wrecked once again. Same driver who took him out of Gateway at contention for a win, Ross Chastain. I already went a little short about that, so yeah. But now let's go on to the start of the race. I didn't watch stage 1 because I was like at because I went swimming, so that's why I didn't watch stage 1. And then I got track about almost midway through not midway through stage 2, but somewhere in between, like a fourth through stage 2. That's when I started to keep track of the race. And we had a few spins. I know there was one spin with collected BJ McLeod, Chris Buescher, and one other car. Which, not BJ McLeod, Chris Buescher, and I think there's one other driver involved. And then we have this next wreck where Ross Chastain and Martin Truex Jr. got together. Or Martin Truex Jr. and Ross Chastain got together, and it collects drivers like Austin Dillon, Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, and others were involved in that. So yeah, and Joey Logano almost went airborne and collects the 18 of Kyle Busch. And we have some great we have some drivers in the field that we have drivers that were like in the field that weren't far back in points. We have Todd Gilliland, Harrison Burton, they were up there. I forgot to mention Chase Elliott won stage 1. So yeah, Chase Elliott won stage 1. He swept the stages and won the race. So yeah, he got the most points out of everyone in today's race. He got the most points you can get in the race. So yeah, Chase Elliott, I wouldn't say he dominated. He just was up there, but yeah. So yeah, but all I can say, there was some good racing up front, and then Chase Elliott won stage 2. I really don't know exactly what happened in stage 1. All I know is there was no wrecks, no nothing. All there was, only caution-wise, was the competition caution on lap 27, where a few drivers, pitted. And then we have, and then I think later in this, I think it's stage 3, the stage 2 won by Chase Elliott. I think we have this another wreck where William Byron, Bubba Wallace, a few more other drivers were involved in that one as well. So yeah, that was a tough break for all of them. But the racing, though, it was good. It was not like the Atlanta Xfinity Series race that happened yesterday, where I heard some people just didn't like it at all. So yeah, but I gotta say, the race was good. The race was good. And the thing is, at my favorite driver track, Super Speedway, Denny Hamlin, he's usually good at those tracks. Nothing bad ever happens, but this season, every time, I'm going to talk about Denny Hamlin for a minute, and now, what I've seen from him, every time when Denny Hamlin has a good race car, something bad always has to happen. Something bad always has to happen. Well, maybe not typically Nashville, or maybe some other tracks. Kansas, he had a good race. And I think Charlotte as well. Richmond as well. except for those 4 races I can think of, Denny Hamlin has just had zero luck, except for those 4 races only. So that's just unfortunate, really. Just sucks, just out of luck. But yeah, and then that's just it. So he got wrecked by the same guy who took him out at Gateway, Ross Chastain. Ross, when can you ever stop doing this kind of crap? That's the second time you've taken out Hamlin, man. I don't know what is it with you and Joe Gibbs Racing drivers. Look, Hamlin has raced you clean. I knew it can just be an accident racing situation, dude, but come on now. That is ridiculous. Chastain, man, his aggressiveness has gone overboard. So, yeah. I mean, at the start of the year, I mean, I used to like Ross Chastain. I mean, he is from my home state, Florida. I really like what he does with the celebrations. That was cool. But his aggressiveness is just way over his head. And Chastain said he apologized. Well, I don't think he's learned his lesson. I don't think he is. So if anyone, I think Chastain needs to at least get wrecked or something. That's what I think needs to happen in order for him to get payback, or him at least to learn, is to get wrecked by someone, or somebody. Somebody needs to wreck Ross Chastain in order for him to learn his lesson. I think that's how you should go with it. He ain't gonna win a championship like this. He sure ain't gonna win one. But I want to see Chastain improve. But the thing is, I don't think that's gonna happen at this rate. But yeah, it's enough about that talk. Again, in Stage 3, like I said, Hamlin took out by Ross Chastain. Got taken out by Ross Chastain. And then later, we have another incident with Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, and not Ross Chastain, and Christopher Bell. He got flipped in the middle and took out Hamlin, from what I saw. Or, I don't know what happened. Maybe Bell just got tight, and maybe just got tight. I was squished in and just had no choice but to wreck Hamlin. I don't know what happened fully in that incident. Now, if it was Logano that took out Hamlin, then man, he was rich with all we were over, but still, I would have not been pleased, definitely would not be impressed with Logano if he would have wrecked Hamlin for no reason, but yeah, whatever. But his race was already almost over now, and then after that, Hamlin's race was over, and then that led us to the next restart, where Corey LaJoie and Chase Elliott he forced 3 wide, almost wrecked Truex. Truex fell back. And then it was Chase Elliott holding on against Corey LaJoie, and then on the final lap, Elliott made a bad block. Well, I'm not sure if it was bad block or it was made a block on Corey LaJoie and wrecked him. It collects Kurt Busch, and I think another few drivers as well. So yeah, Chase Elliott gets the win and gets his third win of the season in his hometown. So yeah, I mean, all the Chase Elliott fans are going to go nuts about this. So, yeah, because Chase Elliott, he's NASCAR's golden boy. Boy, that was heartbreaking. That was just heartbreaking for a finish for Corey LaJoie. I so wanted LaJoie to win bad. If LaJoie would have won, I would have been extremely impressed and happy. But, no. It was unfortunately ruined by the golden boy himself. Okay, enough about that talk. Okay, I was being sarcastic. Not sarcastic, but I just wanted to say that. But anyways, I mean, there was some great racing, and there was some good racing. Oh, and also I need to talk about this. There was another incident involving wheels, like a wheel came off of Christopher Bell. He actually spun out through the grass, and actually spun out through the grass. So, yeah, then he lost a wheel. I'm not sure if he's going to get suspended for 4 weeks or not. I heard that over the PRN broadcast, because I wasn't watching it on the USA Network. I was watching it on the Performance Racing Network. So, yeah, because I don't have the USA Network. I do have LiveNet TV on my Amazon Fire Stick, but it keeps buffering, but it's going to keep buffering. So that's why I didn't watch it on there. So I wanted to watch it on the Performance Racing Network and the NASCAR app. So, yeah. So, in conclusion, this race was good and was really good, but a heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking finish. So yeah, now guys, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the race results. Alright everyone, here is the race results. Chase Elliott is your winner, Ross Chastain second, Austin Cindric third, Eric Jones got some good points, finishes fourth, Blaney fifth, Suarez sixth, Haley seventh, Eric Almirola eighth, Cole Custer ninth. Running out of the top 10 was Harrison Burton. I mentioned him, he was been leading up front along with Todd Gilliland. Truex 11th, Kevin Harvick 12th, Kyle Larson 13th, Bubba Wallace, he finished his 14th. He got spun out in a wreck, but he managed to finish 14th. So that's cool. I'm glad Bubba got top 15. Michael McDowell 15th. Chase Briscoe 16th. Todd Gilliland, he was leading, finished 17th. He was leading in this race. Brad Keselowski had a good car today, but spun out, finishes 18th. Christopher Bell 19th. Kyle Busch 20th. He got caught up in an incident with that Joey Logano incident. Corey LaJoie and that big wreck. Kurt Busch 22nd. Cody Ware 23rd. He and Kyle Busch got tangled up once. Landon Castro 24th. Denny Hamlin and Joey Logano, 25th and 26th. Garrett Smithley, 22nd. Ty Dillon, 28th. Tyler Reddick, 29th. William Byron finishes 30th. Stenhouse, Bowman. Bowman spun out on his own once. Chris Buescher, Noah Gragson, Dillon, and McLeod. So yeah, honestly, if Ross Chastain would have won this race, I wouldn't be that happy. I wouldn't be happy if Ross won, but thankfully he didn't win. I wouldn't be happy if Ross would win this race, but thankfully, heartbreaking. It would be more heartbreaking if Ross won this race, but thankfully he didn't. And yeah, I would say it's still heartbreaking regardless that Chase Elliott won. He's 50-50 for me, in my opinion. So yeah, and Ross, he's probably gonna be in my dislikes. He could or couldn't. I'll have to see. He could be in the dislikes section now at this point if he doesn't learn his lessons. Because he will be in there with Busch, Stenhouse, and Keselowski. He'll now be he's now probably going to be my 5th least favorite if he continues this. And I don't want that to happen. I really don't. He's practically one of my drivers from my home state, Florida. I like what he does. Like, not racing wise, but I like his celebrations. I want him to get better. Like, for example, look at Ty Gibbs. He impressed me after that Road America finish. He impressed me and I gained some respect for him. But Ross Chastain, he's not doing that. So, yeah, but I'm just glad he didn't win the race. So, yeah, but all I can say is this race was good. The finish was kind of like Coda. Not Coda, but, what do you call that? Just like Gateway, the good and the bad. There was good moments in the finish, and there was bad moments in the finish. So, yeah. But since I'm going to go ahead and rate this race now. So, the race was great. The race was really entertaining, and yeah. And as you guys know, Super Speedway racings, I think to me they get a high score. But probably the lowest Super Speedway score I would give is 2018 Talladega Fall. That race was boring, and that was my first NASCAR race I ever went to in person, so that race was boring. But now this race wasn't, and it was entertaining. I'm going to get this race an 8 out of 10 for this one. Not as good as Atlanta. Atlanta was really fun. I enjoyed the Atlanta race so much, the inaugural. But the race was really good as well, but it just had some heartbreaking to it. Same thing with the Atlanta in March. It also had heartbreaking to it. So, because Bubba Wallace, I really wanted Bubba Wallace to win this race, and he just got heartbroken. So, yeah, that's basically it for this race review. So, yeah, what do you guys think about this Atlanta race? New Hampshire will be the next race up, and boy, I gotta say, I hope Joe Gibbs Racing, I hope Joe Gibbs Racing's Truex, Bell, and Hamlin, hope they improve, and, yeah, hope Hamlin does better next week. So, yeah, and I have hopes he can do better, because New Hampshire, Hamlin's good at New Hampshire. I think Pocono, he'll be good at Pocono as well. I think that's the next race after New Hampshire, so, yeah. These next 2 weeks, I have confidence in Hamlin because those next two of his favorite tracks, So, yeah. And Bell, I have hopes for him as well. He could win at New Hampshire next week. Who knows? So, yeah, that's basically it for this race review. Race was good. 8 out of 10. What do you guys think of this race as a whole? Chase Elliott wins the race. And a heartbreaking finish for Corey LaJoie and Lex Kurt Busch and others. So, what do you guys think about the finish? Let me know in the comments below. And the race, let me know in the comments. And anyways, this is Preston signing off. Peace out, fans.